Mr. DJ Rose, Verkeezy, and C's. Welcome you to the No More Black Tears podcast.
Black tears that's heaven sent. Barack the first black president. I love my black skin. I love walking in black excellence. Black power, let's represent. All black, that's evident. I'm sure MLK and Malcolm X both didn't die for the hell of it. Strap a seatbelt, go and sell the land. What makes you think that we would sell our land? We wouldn't sell out now. What makes you think that we would go ahead and try to sell out then? No more black tears, black on black kids. Love us as is, love with passion. Paying black bills, learning black skills, making black meals. Black is backing. Big shout out to Fred Hampton. I'm black and proud like I'm James Brown, but I ain't doing no acting. My people here from the motherland. This podcast now active.
No More Black Tears. We back in the building. We back. Y'all enjoying the podcast? Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. We back in here, man. We got a guest in the building. Robin, Nicole's in the building. Verkeezy. Man, we do it for our people, man. We do it for the people. Man, what we talking about today, Verkeezy?
So talking about the people, man. You know we love talking about what men hate, what women hate. So there was a woman who got on Bill Nye the Science Guy's internet and said, I'm gonna give you 5 facts that women hate. And these are all things that men basically don't care for. So the first thing was old bitches get no love. The older you get, men ain't checking for you. The second thing was degrees and accolades mean nothing to most men. Those things are not valuable. The third thing was you do not intimidate men. No matter what you do, you cannot intimidate men. The fourth thing was your kids are a liability. The fifth thing was men hate extra shit. Long nails, eyelashes, all that extra makeup, men don't like that. And then she gave a bonus one. She was like, 5 wasn't good enough. She said, I'm gonna give y'all a bonus one. Lacking accountability will keep you single. Yo, what do y'all think about these facts that she tried to give, saying that men don't like these things that women do?
Where she get this data from?
Probably from the Godfather, Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, I don't know where she got it from.
That's probably she probably was up one night watching old Kevin Samuels videos and said, "This is everything he was saying, and I'm gonna regurgitate it."
Some of the stuff it was like I was like, oh, okay, I can understand. Some people don't like it, some men don't like it, but I wasn't 100% on everything she said. I was surprised that I thought she was gonna say different things, but I can't really think of the things that maybe I thought maybe she would say. But
Well, I don't know. I don't think there was a single thing on there that was agreeable. Not one single thing. Like, this had to be an opinion, a self-opinion based survey. That's what she.
No, but men don't care about how many degrees someone has.
I mean, I would say this is a man. I think most men, like, I'm gonna start with what Rose just said. If you got 5 degrees and all these different accolades, most men don't care about that. They want to know if you're a good woman, if you'll be a good mate, if you'll be a good potential wife, if you'll be a good mother to their kids, y'all kids or whatever. Like, you having a whole bunch of degrees and you being a businesswoman and all that don't matter for most men. Because I've dated women who have degrees. I've dated women who work in fast food, and it's good women in both. There are women with degrees that I've dated that are good, but then there's women that's fast food and they work at Popeyes and they treated me like a king, and I ain't had no issue with that. And I've dated women who don't have a job at all, who don't work at all. And sometimes those be some of the best women because they very attentive to you and everything. I ain't talking about the section 8 women. You know, I ain't talking about the section 8 women. I'm talking about the women
not
who,
too much on the section 8 women.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the women who just they just
no
not
job
working.
woman is
I'm just talking about the women who just not working because they're going through some stuff. They're doing the best they can. They're doing the best they can. But those be some good women sometimes. So from that standpoint, I agree with Rose. As far as the old women get no love,
old women get all the love. What are you talking about?
Man, I think that's subjective. I think that's like I think that's.
No, I just feel like we should touch base on each one individually and have everybody give their opinion because that keeps it more.
So what y'all
contained.
think about the old women get no love?
That's the first one.
The very first one.
Yeah, that's the first one.
Okay.
I feel like that is like the oldest tale of time. Women get love regardless. At the end of the day, there's always going to be a man that's going to love a woman, no matter what she looks like. We've seen it all on social media. We've seen it on TikTok. There's women that look like the bottom of your shoe and married. There's women that be big as a house or tiny as a midget and in love. Like, I think men at the end of the day, they care about vaginas.
I mean, and I was going to touch on that. Like, how do we define love? Do we define love as you being able to get attention from a man,
right,
or like love as fact of like you actually holding the man down?
But I think she meant like how black people be like, oh, they get no love. I don't think she meant either way, like love or sexually. I think it was just more so like, oh, you know how black people like, you don't get no love, they don't get no love. It's more so.
I mean, if that's what we're saying, like attention,
don't get fucked with,
and then you're not getting fucked with. I feel like any woman can, have
right,
a man's attention.
There's gonna be a man for some, a woman for some men.
But if we're talking about actually potentially a man wiping you up,
that's what I'm taking it from.
Major play.
So much play.
As a productive man trying to look for a wife.
A man wiping you up, I think that makes it harder.
Yeah.
I'll say this: if you're a single male, I think it's harder once you get to a certain age. Dating women is a certain age, depending on what you want in life. Like I have coworkers. And I have one coworker, she has 3 kids, and she was like, yeah, man, she's close to 40, and she doesn't want to have no more kids. And I said, okay, well, you got to find a man that don't want his own kids. Because, some men, they don't mind taking care of someone else's kids, but they want to at least have one kid that's biologically theirs.
Right.
So, like, if
or he already had his kids and he's done
he's done too. So if you're 45 as a woman, just scientifically, it's hard for you to have kids. So to find a man that would necessarily want to marry you if he still wants to procreate with kids, yeah, I understand that perspective. That makes it hard.
Right. But the thing is, marriage is typically not the goal for a lot of people. So when you're talking about gets no love or gets no play, I feel like it boils down to so much more than just whether or not a man will marry you.
Yeah, now if we take marriage off the table, then then she just saying something.
A woman,
she just talking.
As a woman, a woman could get play.
No her grandma don't get no play. That's so she used to see old people not get no play.
Her grandma might be married. Her grandma might be married already.
Her grandma might be married. Maybe she don't look at grandmas that's getting play.
Right.
But somebody in her family, somebody in her family ain't getting no play. And that's the statistic for her because too many women, as long as you got a vagina, you got the capability to get some play.
Silver foxes walking around.
You might get some play, but you're not gonna get the.
I mean, most of the older women only want sex.
Women say marriage is not the goal, but the white picket fence in the family, ain't that still the goal?
No,
not
for most
older women.
I know a lot of me, that's the goal. That's the goal. The goal for me is to get married, have a family.
Where you are right now. Yeah. But in their situations, a lot of the women have already been through all of that, so they're not looking for that.
They're looking for sex. Most of the older women.
The same way some of the older men look at the younger women.
But that's the point. Like, if a
Right.
man is looking for marriage, then I might not be checking for someone that's not looking for the same thing.
Yeah, and also if he just
but it doesn't take her options off of the table.
No, she still got options.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She got me.
So the question is, do old bitches get love? As long as she has a vagina, she's gonna always have options.
She's like, that's about me. I'm talking about me.
Right.
But
most give you for me.
She gonna have options, but most successful men, they're not. If they had an option between an old woman and a young woman, they're going to choose the younger woman.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's basically what she was saying. Like they don't get no love, like compared to
the younger women.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, let's put it to your point. It's just harder to compete with someone younger.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yeah, if she would have said it like that, then it would have made a little more sense. Like, okay, we can see that perspective, right? But it doesn't make it fact.
Oh yeah.
Like I see that perspective.
And did she say at the beginning of this video this was her opinion, or she say no?
She said these are facts that women hate.
She messed facts that
that's
where she messed up. That
women was rage.
How she include me
and I don't agree to none of this.
She feel like y'all don't like these facts.
And she also was like, some women are going to agree with this, but men, this is how they think, or this is how they feel. That's
basically
we're
kind of proving her point.
She already
So moving
we don't
on,
agree with that shit.
Do y'all think men care about a woman's degrees and her accolades?
No, not at all.
It's like Robin said, they just care about the vagina.
Yeah, y'all be going to go mess with the ones that ain't got nothing. Y'all will go mess up everything.
Come on. She got something. She got something.
She just don't have degrees and accolades.
She got vagina, like Robin said.
She just don't have degrees and accolades.
Y'all leave the most honorable people.
Honestly, I would say degrees and accolades.
Why they gotta be scum?
I would say degrees and accolades don't mean anything to men, only because most men don't view women's intelligence as something that's valuable to them.
That's next level.
So yeah, of course I don't give a fuck about how many degrees and accolades you have, and yeah, guess what? I'll go fuck the bitch down the block that don't got a goddamn thing.
So can I ask a
that
question?
don't have nothing.
If
she's doing everything that I feel is okay.
Hell no.
No.
Not since
No.
It did back in the day, but not anymore.
I don't think it did.
It doesn't.
Either. They just was,
it did back in the day. It wasn't no cheating back in the day.
I mean,
you had to pass the test.
Hey, when we were in high school, my mom worked for a company where she literally could do their homework for them. They could pay her to do their essays and everything they needed done for them.
Absolutely.
And there's still companies out there like that. And this is when we were in high school, y'all.
I've been graduated college by then, though.
Oh, they did. She knows people. She knew people that continuously paid her that graduated off of her intelligence.
That's what I'm saying, but that wasn't around when I was in school. That's what I'm saying.
You had to know somebody.
You had to know somebody.
You had to know somebody that you could pay up front. Can you do this homework for me? Thank you.
But also, I think people probably was doing that, but I don't know nobody that ever did it. So it's like that really wasn't a thing.
Unless you wanted the athletes.
Yeah, unless you was an athlete.
Right.
There you go. Yeah.
Big man on campus. We got to make sure you pass. We got a game Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we can all agree on the degrees. Do you think that men are intimidated by women? Because she said men are not intimidated by women, and sometimes you see online women saying men aren't checking for me because they're intimidated by me. Like, is that the case sometimes?
I do believe that.
Yes. Quite often.
What intimidates them?
Which goes back to the degrees and accolades, by the way.
What's going to be our standard definition of intimidated? Are we talking about intimidated by what means?
I'm gonna take it as like they're afraid to approach you because of what you potentially are or bring to the table potentially. I hate saying bring to the table, but what you could bring to their life.
Yes. And I don't think it's always from a negative standpoint. Sometimes I think some people just know they're not ready for that. And so you being around, if you give off that, then I'm a little bit standoffish because I don't know if I'm ready.
Yeah, that goes back to what Maya Angelou said, which is basically when a person shows you who they are, believe them. There's been plenty of times in my life where I've been in a relationship with a man and he was intimidated by whatever it may have been. It may have been my intelligence. It may have been the fact that I have a family that cares about me. There's a lot of people out here that don't have that family foundation. But whatever reason they were intimidated by me, my mom used to tell me all the time, you can't look at that as a you problem. That's more so an issue that they have within themselves that they can't figure out why they feel this way about you.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm gonna keep it real. Like for me personally, I wish this is the one I wish she would have expounded upon on more, if that makes sense. I wish she would have explained what does it mean to intimidate a man.
Or been more direct. Her question should have been more direct.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to intelligence, like I love having conversations. Like with both of y'all, I'd have had very deep conversations with both of y'all. So like if you're gonna date me, you gotta have a certain level of intelligence because we're not just gonna talk about the favorite TV shows. Like we might be talking about music one day, but then we might be talking about politics. Before we started, me and Nicole was talking deep into politics. So I'm gonna want to talk about everything under the sun, and I need somebody that I feel like is just as intelligent me or even more intelligent because I like to learn. Like I love women that will teach me something I ain't know. I talk to Robin all the time, and you'll tell me something. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. Same thing for you, Nicole. So for me personally, like intelligence doesn't intimidate me. You know, I know when I talk to MGH, you know, he's with a woman that makes more money than him. We used to talk all the
that's
time.
a big one.
Yeah, we used to talk all the time. We would love for women to make more. That doesn't bother us. Like a woman making more money, like I don't care if she makes more money than me, because at the end of the day, it's our money.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You make 100, I make 90. Okay, our household got 190. Let's go on a trip
Yeah, but
together.
it makes me think about like the situation with Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey. Like when I look back on that situation, like back then it seemed very, very odd to us because there was an age disparity. But when I look back on it now, they really were deeply in love with each other, and that he is the definition of being intimidated by a woman. He literally said it out his mouth. He could no longer handle being Mr. Mariah Carey. And to me, that's crazy because you have one of the most wanted, gifted, and beautiful women in the world in the palm of your hands.
And I feel like part of it is the woman too, though. Because I think Sherry Shepherd was on a podcast recently. For those who know Sherry Shepherd, beautiful, talented Sherry Shepherd, and she was asked like, well, aren't you the head of the house if you make more money? In fact, she was talking to Shannon Sharp, and she was like, my husband's the head of the house, regardless of how much money I make.
Correct.
Like, if you have the right mentality of a woman where your man is going to lead you, like, I don't think a man is going to care. It's only if you're throwing around the fact that you make more money than a man.
I don't think it's intimidation as much as a woman's lack of submission.
Yeah.
Right.
I think a lot of times the what we interpret as the man's intimidation is really our fear of submission to him.
Yeah.
So it'll come off like, okay, the man, he ain't ready yet. No, he senses it. We're humans, but we still have the same DNA as any species on this planet as far as relationships. He senses it. He senses you ain't ready. He senses it. The way you act, your body, the same thing you could read in him, you don't think he read that in you? So I think a lot of it is our submissive. A lot of the women that are in very smooth, it may not be perfect all the time. It may not be all roses, nothing is. But a lot of the women I see in very loving, committed relationships, they have a way of surrendering that submissiveness to their husband or their boyfriend. They become their husbands. Well, it's a lot different than when you rah all the time. Yeah, I would be intimidated by you too, girl. You popping off a lot, and it's aggravating, and I don't like it. It make me uneasy as a human, even if it was a woman versus the man being that way. As women, we would feel that way if a man was always rah all the time. So I don't think it's intimidation. That's why I said what her definition of it is, you know.
Yeah. Rose?
Yeah, I don't think. Well, some men probably are, but the men that she's talking about, I don't think they're intimidated by women because, like, they choosing. They choosing.
They just move on to the next.
No, I'm talking about the women. They choosing.
Oh, the women choosing. Okay.
So if you him, you ain't even got to speak to nobody else because they gonna choose you anyway. As soon as you walk in the room, you getting chose on.
Got you.
So why I gotta be intimidated by me when you choosing me?
True.
So
like Mariah Carey or like Beyonce, they chose them people. So why would you be intimidated? And I think as a woman, that's what we feel like. Why are you making yourself feel like here when you really up here? You chose me and I chose you. We straight.
That's
but they don't always feel that
comes
way.
Gotta be like A$AP Rocky, man. Be confident.
That man is a bold, confident man.
Yeah.
That woman is happy too. So it looks that way though. You can't even cover that up.
Yeah, man. This was the one that she said is going to hurt the most feelings. Your kids are a liability. This is one that gets talked about a lot on the internet. What does everybody think about that?
They are.
I mean, they are.
What is the definition of a liability? I'm just being honest. That's what I look at.
Mm-hmm.
Don't a liability cost you money?
Yeah.
Don't a liability's choices and decisions hinder more than just themselves?
They do for sure.
They are liabilities.
A liability is anything that can cost you something.
Right. We are liabilities to our company.
Honestly, I don't even think it just boils down to financial, physical involvement, mental, emotional involvement. Liabilities can be so much more than that. I think about movies that are like, you have the assassin, and the assassin never had family. They never were married. They've never been in love. And why? They always tell you as the overhead person, you can never have a family. You can never be in love because guess what? That family is now a liability to you. You know what that means? That means that if anybody wants to kill you, the first person they're going to go for is your family. If anybody wants to hurt you, the closest thing they're going to go for is your family. Why do you think femicide is such a big problem? We keep talking about, why are all these children getting killed? Because these men want to hurt these women so bad that they're willing to kill the children just to hurt the women.
Pharaoh when he threw all them babies in the sea. When he killed all them babies to the Hebrews, they were liabilities. You all are starting to outnumber me and my people. So before I let y'all create another generation of all of these men that could rise up against me, I'm going to kill y'all.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. What Robin said when she was talking about that just reminded me of a scene from the movie Heat with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, where he said, you know, if you got anything that you can't walk away from in 15 seconds, you need to cut it loose. Like, that's kind of dope right there. Like, I will say, I agree with both y'all. Like, if you're someone who do not have kids, someone else's kids can be a liability or a hindrance because you have to submerge yourself in a lifestyle that you may not be ready for or you don't have the experience for, you know. And then you have to look deeper inside yourself, which some people, I don't want to say men, because there are women that do it too. Some people have the ability to do this, and I applaud them, man, because that's an amazing thing. Some people don't. You have to look inside yourself and understand, do I have the capability of loving this child that's not biologically mine just as if they're mine?
That's a personal choice, though. Some people are not.
That's what I'm saying.
People, they don't even be thinking they're going to consider the child. I don't know why people would think that, but it's people that's like that. But that's a choice. And that also goes back to your preferences when you're walking around here saying you want to date anyway. When you get into a relationship, you know that people got kids. You got to think about that when you going on all these dates. Why waste your time? Why not say, no, sweetheart, you got children. That ain't even something I really want to go down that alley.
Sometimes some people are just selfish, man. Sometimes some people just, because you see it both ways. You see men that feel like I can have the mother without the kids, and there are some women who literally date men who have kids. They don't take care of those kids, but will still date those men. Sometimes they just look at it like, long as me and this person's happy, I'm not worried about the kid. Like in the movie Champion, it was based off a true story. The dude got told when he was 5 years old by his stepdaddy, you should be happy anybody taking care of you. You're not my son. That's my son right there. Like there's, like Rose said on one episode, there's evil people like that, people who have ill intentions. So like you do got to beware, like if you're going to be a single father or mother dating, like what men and women you're bringing into the kid's life. And if you're going to date someone with kids, you do have to ask yourself, do I even have the capability of caring for this child like it's my own? But yeah, to what y'all both say, yeah, they can be liabilities. Like, what you think, Rose?
Yeah, they definitely are, especially because even if a man has children, because lots of men are just child support daddies. So,
oh my God, I like that. I like that phrase. Yeah, child support daddy. Yeah, so put that on the t-shirt.
Yeah, so they might have kids, but they don't even take care of their kids. Yeah, just because you pay child support doesn't mean you're taking care of the kids.
And I don't understand women that date men like that.
Like, how do you with a brand new pair of shoes? Them shoes, cool kids.
I'm not taking care of his kids, but laid up with you and your kids.
Yeah, but
I know they are.
So it's like, they're definitely a liability. So, and when y'all get deeper into the relationship, it's like, because lots of times, and also like lots of time when women have kids or men have kids, the kids don't meet the other person for. Sometimes they meet them quickly. Sometimes they don't meet them. They like to shield them and don't like to. Oh, you can't meet my kid until we in a serious relationship. That might be 3 months. That might be 2 months. That might
a year or so. My mom didn't introduce me. My mom and dad got a divorce when I was 7. So when she started dating, she was very adamant about not introducing me to none of her guys unless they made it to a year. I would not meet these men whatsoever. She would only be around them when I would be with my dad or with my grandmother.
My mama was the same exact way outside of my daddy.
Like you said, people are crazy. We live in a world with some crazy people.
I didn't even see my mom around no men until I was in my 20s.
Right.
Yeah, outside of my dad, I only knew 3 men that my mom dated, and 2 of them were 13 years apiece. So it's like,
very much so.
You know, that was it.
So to the 5th one, men hate extra shit. They don't like makeups. They don't like.
She's right on.
They don't like the long nails. They don't like the big eyelashes.
And you ignorant females finally realize that these men love you. I think the lashes, if they were at a certain regular limit, like when I put my lashes on, Laverne, my lashes looking like the way they be talking about these girls' lashes. Most of the time, you probably don't even know.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know you wore fake lashes.
You won't notice them because they're not outrageous. outrageous. And I'm not saying that, ladies, listen, I don't want to be that woman. I'm not saying that you can't wear your lashes, but baby girl, them big old black, them bird wings, they don't like it.
Or the ones that if you flap them hard enough, you can fly.
They don't like them. I promise you, sis. I'm not lying to you. Now, I won't give you all that much credit. A lot of those girls, they put them on because they like them. They're not really worried about whether you like them. They can always take them off, and they know that. But I will say, ladies, when we realize that our natural beauty is more attractive to these men, this is not the 2000s where everybody had to get their bodies done. Y'all won't see these women not doing it and trying to take that stuff out. Just be you. Whatever you look like. Like she said earlier, like, bro, like you're gorgeous. Just be you. No matter how tall, short, skinny, fat, it don't matter. Be you. They like it. They checking for it.
I will say this for me.
Now keep yourself up. Now I will say that.
For me, I'm with you. Like I love, women that wear their hair natural. I don't care if you get your hair did and wear a wig. That don't bother me. You wear makeup, that's cool. Especially if it's not crazy, that's cool. Nails, as long as they respectable, that's cool too. Eyelashes. A lot of times, I'm the type of dude. I don't even really know too much of that stuff.
They're not paying attention.
But I will be fair though. I'm gonna be fair now. There are men that want their women looking a certain way. They are men who want their hair a certain way, want nails a certain way. There are men who want the BBLs. There are men who want all this crazy stuff you see. Me personally, I can take a woman like Aaliyah and be happy.
Well, I felt like I would agree with that if it wasn't constantly natural bitches getting cheated on for the exact type of bitches they talk shit about.
But the fake bitches get cheated on. The fake bitches get cheated on too.
They do, but most of the time when you see these bitches, these rich bitches with BBLs and this, that, and the other, most of the time when they're getting cheated on with more fake bitches.
Yeah.
A lot of these niggas that say, "Oh, I want a natural woman. I want a natural woman." Right, just younger, so her shit don't look all botched no more. But most of these niggas that say they want a natural woman just end up dating a natural woman just to go fuck with the woman that has the BBL and the fake lashes and the lip fillers and all the things about it. So honestly, I think that it goes back to the first thing. Men just want a vagina. I don't think they care. As long as it looks like something they like, whether it's a natural one with makeup, one with a BBL, or one with no ass, they're gonna go for it.
I think the main thing what she was saying right here was like, yeah, we like all that stuff. I like nails to a certain length, toes done, feet pretty, hair,
right?
Yeah, makeup to a certain extent. I don't like it caked on, but makeup, all that stuff. When you're looking very pretty, yeah, we love that.
Just not over exaggerated.
But the thing about it is, what I think she was talking about is like, as somebody like you taking them seriously, that's your representative. That's your representative.
I'm cool with that one some of the time.
Yeah.
I need that real one still.
Look kind of similar.
As close as possible.
Yes.
I don't want to scare myself when I wake up from the difference.
Yes. I will say this, and this ain't.
I'm not saying that, I ain't body shaming. I'm just saying, I think y'all do like it when we are more ourselves.
No, we
I
do.
think even, or whatever is ourselves for us.
For a long-term mate. But just for a couple of nights.
When we're going out, I want you to get shit on.
No, if I'm just spending a couple of nights with you, then.
So that's the question I was going to ask. Can I ask what is a fantasy? What would be more attainable? What would you want to spend the rest of your life with? A fantasy or the thing that you really desire?
For me, because I'm gonna give y'all both credit.
Because I'm okay with the fantasy. As a woman, we have fantasies. We have our fantasy man that we would want.
Because now, I've seen both y'all wear makeup and stuff like that before, but I've seen y'all both just be natural, and y'all both are naturally beautiful women though. So like to Rose point, the real thing is always gonna be better, because if you are like some of these women on TikTok that I be seeing that look very
busted.
They're not my type. I'll just say like that.
Will Smith, and trapped in the closet, and then when she took everything off. Yeah, and like, you ain't who I thought you was.
And then you put all this makeup and stuff on, and then you're a completely different person. Like I saw a video that Rose sent me of a dude who transformed, and when I tell you that nigga was a bad bitch. Like if I did not watch him transform,
Yeah.
I would have saw him in the bar and be like, "Yo."
They tend to do that the best.
They know it better than anybody.
So at the end of the day, I do want the real thing. I do want somebody that when we just chilling, and to me personally, though, a lot of women, I want to tell you, but a lot of women I've dated, and both y'all are examples of this.
That transformation was the best.
That transformation
can look the best when they just in sweatpants and a t-shirt.
Right.
So like, can you look beautiful to me in sweatpants and a t-shirt, and can you look beautiful when we go to Ruth Chris?
But women transform too though. That I sent you plenty of videos on TikTok of women transforming.
The same way because I'm not gonna cut my hair all the time. My shit gonna be fucked up.
No, but women should feel the same way too. Yeah, women should feel the same way too. Like for that, it go both ways. It go both ways.
Basketball court talking about you going somewhere out to eat with me. Can you try?
It go both ways.
I did try. I paying for some needs. I tried enough.
Try harder.
And she said, you know what? I'm gonna give you the bonus one. So here's the bonus one. Lacking accountability will keep you single. And I'm gonna start off. This was probably the number one that she hit because in individuals, period. Mm-hmm. And just as me as a person, I don't like when my friends can't be accountable.
Yeah, I don't like people like any human.
So
like, being a woman.
So if I'm dating you and you can't be accountable for what you're doing,
right?
Man, that's going. Hey, we not going to click because I'm the type of person like I will apologize when I make mistakes. And I have no problem apologizing, but when you make mistakes, you gotta apologize too.
Exactly.
We gotta come together. We gotta be able to have conversations. I need to be heard. You need to be heard.
Reciprocity.
Yes.
100%. No matter whether we together
or just friends. If your idea of accountability is you can't say wrong and we get into bed and you decide to scoot over, nah, I need more than just a vagina. I need you to turn around and say sorry. Then give me the vagina.
Yeah. The vagina don't matter at that moment. So now when they feelings is hurt, ain't no vagina. I don't care about that.
Pimp C said, what did he say? Pimp C said, he said, you trying to use your head, they're going to make it better? He said, maybe for a little bit.
Right. And I'm going to be back again afterwards.
So it's definitely going to help for a little bit.
As always in dating, man, you know, there's ups and downs. There's going to be tears and, you know, sadness and joy when you're dating the opposite sex, even the same sex at times. Moving on to TNT, everyone.
Tears or no tears. I don't mind.
Boom.
So the first TNT of the night, man, your rapper's favorite rapper, Boosie. He got himself involved in some stuff. So we talked on the pod months ago how he was crying to President Trump to get a pardon for his gun charges. Apparently, he found somebody that said they knew Trump and they was cool with Trump. He paid him $600,000 to get the pardon.
Not to laugh. Look up.
And then it came out this week. They ran off and took his money.
That's why it happened. He too old.
They ran off and
just get off the internet.
They ran off and took his money, unfortunately. And now he's saying I'm suing. I'm gonna start off, man. I got tears of laughter because Boosie, you a hood nigga. Did you not watch The Wire? Do you not know about downtown Clay Davis? Where he did the Stringer Bell? You got downtown Davis? Bro, come on, man, Boosie. How you give a man not $50K, not $100K,
right.
$600,000? Bro, if I give you $600,000 per party, I need to meet President Trump.
I was about to say, if I give you
I need to shake President Trump's hand and be like, Mr. White Man, I thank you for allowing me to be free, boss.
If I deserve to be free. $600,000 for a pardon, President Trump better come to me and pardon me.
I'm starting to question his street credibility.
Yes.
If it was that low, then Diddy would be free.
Right.
And R. Kelly would be free.
Right.
And I could go to a Diddy and R. Kelly concert tomorrow.
Right. If it was that low to get a pardon, baby.
What black man you know giving somebody that level of money and don't have no type of collateral, no type of security?
No receipt.
What I said? Did you even pinch the bitch?
Yeah, he had a receipt, so I ain't got no tears. Because they signed a contract, and the contract said if he didn't get the pardon, he get $300,000 back.
He had that man real name.
So, but my thing is like, Boosie, You're supposed to be the gangster. You're supposed to keep it real. We talked about it before the pod. It's like, well, Boosie would have did this. No, Boosie probably would have gave somebody some money and tried to get under. Cause he was online. Please don't send me to jail. I thought you was about it. No, that's where you need to go to jail.
You got off that last try and hold it down.
No, that's where you need to be.
Don't he got leukemia, sickle cell or something?
He got diabetes.
That's where you need to be in jail. No, you need. That's what you preaching. That's what you teaching. That's where you need to go. If that's what you about.
That's where you need to go.
That's where you need to go. That's where you need to be.
Okay.
Hey, Boosie, don't come for us, dog.
Please don't.
I still got love for you.
Honest.
I think I kind of got tears of laughter as well because everything we just mentioned, like it's just too much. $600,000. You know what you could have did with $600,000 besides trying to
gave it to your kids.
Anything but that.
Could have went to Dubai and did a lot of crazy stuff.
And how did you not get
a better lawyer?
Right. How did you not get this man's credentials before you just let him run off for $600,000? And what you mean only give you $300,000 back? I need $600,000 plus damages, emotional damages, because I can't get a pardon now. So I'm emotionally damaged for having to get his money out. This is a lot. No, absolutely not. Tears of laughter for sure.
If you got this much money, Boosie, you should not still be a diabetic. It's not adding up to me.
He ain't Magic Johnson though.
Johnson got rid of AIDS.
He ain't Magic Johnson.
But diabetes is easier to get rid of.
Magic Johnson don't work every weekend.
AIDS ain't real. AIDS ain't real. The white man created AIDS.
Boosie work every weekend. Magic Johnson don't work at all.
Come on.
He don't work at all. He ain't got that money. Boosie work every weekend.
Boosie.
He work on Tuesdays and Thursdays. He a hot boy.
You gonna have to pay restitution. So I don't think you should be out here giving away money to nobody at all. Get your shit together.
Talking about paying to make some stuff go away. So Sheriff Alonzo Williams from Burke County was caught indicted on federal charges because
he wasn't caught. He was indicted.
Yeah, he was indicted on federal charges because he got caught basically taking money from people. My bad. Accused of taking money from people to dismiss DUI charges.
And it's the same one that owned a cigar lounge over there off Highway 88.
Yeah, with the stale cigars and stuff. Yeah.
Didn't he?
I don't want no problem with that man. Tears or no tears.
Hey.
He got enough problems.
He got some loyalists in the city.
I ain't got no tears, man. I ain't got no tears. But because like it's on camera. It's on camera. He said it himself. He's like he was pissy drunk.
He was above the law.
He was a pissy drunk, and then it got dismissed or whatnot. But thing about it is like you gotta watch who you looking out for, like because how did you? This got brought up because somebody said something. Hey, but it's been going on. But it's been going on for a long time. It's been going on for a long time. I've been hearing stories about different things.
He don't got a good crowd of people around him. It's somebody in his entourage ain't right.
Hey man, I'm not gonna say what my daddy used to always say about the people, but I ain't got no tears.
Yeah, I don't have no tears either. I mean, you know what, Scratch, I do got tears, man, because we talk about movies and TV shows, and this just reminds me of Training Day. There is real corruption in law enforcement. And it's crazy to see in a small town like Burke County, the corruption, like that just makes you realize how deep the corruption.
Burke County is not a town. It's one of the biggest counties in Georgia.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying, like compared to like Atlanta, Los Angeles,
land wise.
Yeah, like compared to like big cities, like if something like that's going on in Burke County, then we gotta know the corruption in some of these major cities in the country is crazy.
Right.
You know this already though.
Yeah, but when you actually see it and you have to be presented with it, it's very disheartening.
Yeah, but it's disheartening that is one of our people. That's what makes it disheartening.
That too, because you know the white people doing 10 times more.
And don't get caught.
They don't get caught.
Don't get indicted.
That's the thing. He got caught and he on TV.
And the bad part about it is 9 times out of 10 it was probably a white person that ratted on.
Yeah, because he helped out.
Yeah, because he helping out so many people. And, we get to these high positions and think, that these white people mess with us, and they just be waiting for an opportunity to let the chips fall.
And you get a little too cocky, too arrogant, and then they feel like they gotta humble you.
Yeah,
the reason why
exactly.
Big Diddy ain't in jail.
Is this the same man? Is this the same? No. I don't think that's
same dude.
I don't think it's him. I was asking something else.
Hey, so moving on to a situation where we had two young people in Augusta have an issue. So there was a 16-year-old Augusta girl that went to the hospital after she was shot early this week, 1 in the morning, and arrested was a 17-year-old girl, and all this happened after the curfew that Augusta has imposed. I got tears of sadness again. First of all, I ain't trying to sound fucked up. I'm just gonna say it. When I saw the picture of the young lady, I was like, "Is that a woman?"
Thank you. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, what do you mean?
I thought it was a nigga.
I thought that was a dude. I said, dog, why did he look kind of sweet? But then I kept looking. I was like, he looked kind of sweet. That's like, I was relieved when I found out it was a girl.
When I looked closer, but when I first saw, when I'm just strolling, when I first saw her, I was like, I thought it was a nigga, but
I thought it was a sweet dude.
Yeah, I thought it might have been a dude that might have been kind of
sweet
on the spectrum.
That's a young stud.
You know, the second thing is, man, we got to do a better job looking after our youth, man. We talked about on the podcast a couple months ago about the curfew they're imposing in Augusta. Like the fact that this is happening, this is the reason why they're imposing that curfew in Augusta is because of the simple fact of the young people are out here doing crazy stuff, not just during the daytime, but especially at nighttime where they don't even have no business being out at night. Like they're not even supposed to be in these streets past midnight anyway to be getting this kind of trouble.
It feel like we in the battleground. I told y'all ever since I've been back, on this side of the good state, it looks bad. I didn't expect our area to look this downgraded, this bad, and our community to be this bad.
The problem is definitely not the kids, though.
It's not. It's you raggedy behind ass adults.
It's the fucking parents. Because help me understand why this 17-year-old got tattoos on her face, tattoos on her neck, and them ain't new tattoos. These is old tattoos. So somebody approved this baby getting tattoos at 15, 16.
You don't have to approve it because everybody in their backyard in their shed doing tattoos.
You got the tattoo man in the hotel room now.
But no, man.
Yeah.
The tattoo man was in the hotel room and in them sheds when we was
kids.
No, they wasn't.
And I was petrified.
Yes, they were.
Yes,
I
the hell
was
they were.
terrified because
how many tattoo parties they had at Hudson?
My grandma was going to go off. I waited until I went to college.
Hello?
Yeah.
We were scared of our parents, rightfully so.
That was in there with you too?
No, it wasn't no tattoos. Most people, none of my brothers have tattoos. My older brother don't got tattoos. I don't have no tattoos. We was not interested in tattoos. We watched movies and things like that, and people had tattoos, but it wasn't something that, I got to go get a tattoo. I got to do this, that. It's just not. That wasn't an interest of mine because it wasn't popularized.
Right, it wasn't popularized.
There was no internet, so it was no internet.
We got people in our age range that didn't want them, don't got them, and weren't interested because their parents just simply, it was either a thing you couldn't do, or they just wasn't interested in it.
But same with piercings.
But the point she's making is, even though we had the availability and the option to do it, we were too fucking. We were too scared.
We were too scared to do it.
They don't have
that's
no
a big
fear.
factor of it.
They don't have no fear, and that's the part that scares me.
We was talking about this earlier, even with jobs. Our older generation, they took these jobs so serious that they would allow these companies to do whatever to them because they wanted the lifespan, they wanted to get the pension.
They wanted retirement.
Then you got our generation where it's like we're getting older and we starting to think, okay, I'm in the bridge between maybe I want to just do my own business, but then I invested in this career and I'm kind of trying to figure out what it is I want to do. Do I want to stay here or do I want to move on? But these young people behind us, these same people, we be like, y'all need to retire. It be them young ones that come and be like, I'm not allowing you to talk to me all kind of way. I'm not allowing you to do me. They don't think, talk, or do anything like we did. So I feel like in that situation, it is the parents. The parents play a role in there. Where's the boundaries? Where's the parameters?
Parents do play a
major role. To be fair, that stuff might have been beating mama ass though. That stuff might have been beating that mama ass.
I mean, that's
every time the mama came home, I need $20. I just worked the 12-hour shift at the hospital.
I mean, a lot of these kids, but think about it. A lot of these kids are not even allowed to have a childhood. I DoorDash on the side from time to time for extra money, and the amount of restaurants and fast food places that I go into that are completely run by fucking teenagers is disgusting. I'm talking about no older than 17, 18 years old. The youngest ones be 15, 16 years old. Why are these babies working? Why are these babies working? Why aren't they at home being
They're the manager, but they're not the manager though.
Managers and all.
They're the managers.
Managers and all. I'm talking about kids. Kids. Managers
how they supposed to pay for the dope? They need a job.
Running this shit.
They want the lifestyle, but they don't want to
They need a job to pay for the dope.
I mean, but outside of that, think about why children this age have to work. When we were in school, when we got jobs at 15, 16, 17 years old, it was because we wanted to. Oh, because I want to get the new J's that came out. I want to do this. I want to do that.
That's the same thing with them.
No, these kids are getting jobs because they have to.
I don't think so.
Their parents are not giving them the option. Their parents are looking at them, hey.
So how they getting to work?
You want some extra money?
How they get to the interview?
Ubering.
How do you get money?
Walking. Friends.
I don't think
some of them probably have older boyfriend and girlfriends probably. You know.
I have young teenagers in my life right now that are 15, 16, 17, 18 years old. All of them have jobs. From 15 to 18, all of them have jobs. You know how they're getting?
Wow.
One of them got an apartment with a homeboy. They go to work together. Because the homeboy had a car, they had a job together, they got an apartment together. Like they're literally relying on other kids, relying on their friends. Oh, you got this? I got this. All right, let's come together. We got something. You know, these parents are.
What job you work?
Amazon, all the way out there in damn Appling.
They ain't hiring 15, 16-year-olds.
No, they're 18.
Okay, yeah.
But still, like 18 years old, and you got to figure out how to live life already. Like. We didn't have it wasn't like that for us. Some kids,
but most of them, like, I ain't gonna say most of them, but I'm gonna say 50% of them, they're doing it by choice because they had choices to live with their parents, but they chose different options because they want to do dope, they want to drink alcohol.
Well, not even in that. Like y'all know, like when I was back in Atlanta, I had a bunch of kids that I were mentored through church or whatever. And keeping relationships with them after they graduated from high school and stuff, one of the biggest things that I noticed is it also depends on their upbringing.
Right.
Like I had one young lady, like she wanted to work. She didn't have to work. She wasn't required to work. But they didn't come from a big financial family.
Right.
Single mom. I have empathy that the things that I want, my mom simply can't afford it. So I want the iPad. I got a cousin that get all the things, and I'm hanging out with her all the time. I want those things. So now I got a relationship with my mom where she says, okay, you want to work for it? I love that for you, baby. I'll meet you halfway.
Right.
So there was that kid, but then you had certain kids where their parents, because of their behavior, would say, yeah, you're going to go get this job because I need to teach you structure. I need to teach you blah, 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 blah. So I think it's a mix. I think it's their economical standings, but I also think it's your upbringing. Some of these kids are, for instance, me and Matthew, we weren't allowed to work when we were a certain age. I can't say the same thing for a different generation above us and some of our friends around us, but we just weren't allowed to. Yeah. My mom and them, they were required to have a job by the same woman that raised me. So I think it just depends on the kid too. But these stuff that we seeing, I think that's a little bit more than just having jobs and just actions and behaviors. These kids wilding.
Yeah. So going from gunfire to breaking and entering. There was a woman who dated a man on a dating app. They went on one date. It was like maybe 3-6 months ago. The man came home one day and he saw somebody looking in through his window. And it was the woman that he went on a date with that he decided to not talk to no more. She done broke in the house, had a bottle of wine and ice water and everything for a romantic little evening or whatever. He called the cops. She got arrested. Tears or no tears, y'all?
I got tears, man, because that's why they were staying in the basement or in the attic. That's why we kept them in the basement or in the attic. Because you can't, these people out here, they was on the short hallway, they rode the short bus, now they out here in public. And we got to deal with this.
Saying they be like one of the movies where they have identifiers.
We need something. They need to
walk around with a tattoo on their shoulder that everyone can see.
He was at the house when he saw her outside.
He pulled in the driveway, and I guess she was peeking through the curtain. You know, the house.
Inside his house.
Inside, she was inside the house.
Oh, it's a thin line between love and
With a
hate.
bottle of
For
wine.
real thin line.
I got tears.
Jumping
I
up
got
and
tears
down
of
on that
laughter because this
Really?
seems like some shit that you would see in a movie or a TV show.
Bro, I would have backed out the driveway.
That's what it's giving. A thin line between love and hate.
Legal house.
Yeah. This is borderline from romantic psychotic.
Yeah.
Because like you was in the house with a bottle of wine and some ice water, but this is where you get to the line of this was kind of psychotic.
It's only romantic if
This-
it's wanted.
This reminds me.
This is a sociopath.
So this reminds.
Reciprocated here.
No, this was a woman who did it.
I know. She
So,
got to go to
so
jail.
this reminds me of a story Michael Irvin said to just explain how big the Cowboys was in the 90s. He said, yo, we was like rock stars. I came home, there was a woman in my house. I was like, who is you? She was like, I love you, I love you. I was like, how did you get in here? I love you, Mike, I love you, Mike. Then he finally paused and said, I apologize. I finally said, where are your clothes? Yo, man, brother, whatever you did on that date, you need to write a book because other men need to learn them techniques if you had this woman that sprung. Bertizzi need that book. How to get a chick sprung. You talking about losing a guy in 10 days? How to get a chick sprung in one day.
Right.
And my good
Because that's
sisters,
crazy.
go buy the book, and whatever man you know in your life that resembles anything he described, run. Because that is crazy. Could you imagine?
Hell no, I couldn't.
Being out in somebody's house waiting for them to get there and they don't want me there.
Yeah, and like, had he already slept with this woman? Or
I don't know what he did.
Was she just
I
a
don't
crazy fan?
Oh, I'm so surprised when he come in and look out the window.
What
Girl,
can you
you
say?
are
Hey, man, he might have had
Naked
that magic
is
stick.
crazy. Because what if he would have threw you out? Getting thrown out naked is insane.
First of all, you crazy for going in the house.
Because I know I didn't give you a key.
Yeah,
So how you get in my
I'm not.
house?
If I would have just said, I would have called the cops. So you call me a bitch ass nigga. I would have called the cops too. I'm not walking in that house.
Baby,
That's insane.
I didn't give you a key. How you get in my house?
So what happened after that? Gotta finish the job, homie.
Yeah.
Gotta finish the job.
Gotta see it through.
Gotta see it
Had to
through.
see it through.
So moving on to another woman that was not as crazy, but she was what she liked that little spice though. So those spicy bowls that's been blowing up the internet. She basically was walking, trying to get a spicy bowl, and she said, "Nah, put it in my shoe." She took her shoe off. It looked like some Converses basically. And when she took the shoe off, she didn't have no sock on. She was bad. She was raw dogging the shoe. And then the next thing you know, they put the whole spicy bowl in the shoe. And it's dripping all on the side of the shoe and stuff. And now she on the side of the street eating the spicy bowl with one shoe on and barefoot. Tears of laughter, man. I will say this. I feel old girl. Because there were people in the comment section saying, how you walk around with no socks on? I don't put socks on most of the time, man. Like, so I feel it, man. You might have a job where you wear boots and stuff. You want to be free. But, man, to eat your food out of a shoe that you just had your foot in and the sun was out and your foot was probably sweaty, you're a different breed, man.
Somebody need to lock that
You a
bitch
different
up.
breed. You a different breed.
Somebody need to jail that bitch immediately. Lock her ass up.
You need to start wearing socks with your shoes. You're a little too grown for that, good sir. That's not a reason to
Oh my God.
They don't got socks in Africa, man.
You ain't an African.
They do.
Your black
They
man
don't.
is right
See,
here.
Where have you seen an African person on TV with socks?
It's
You
too
ain't
hot for
African.
socks.
Let
Exactly.
alone are you an
Like I'm not
African?
being in Augusta this week. It's too
So-
hot for
It's
socks.
not because they don't have them. It's just too hot.
They don't wear shoes either, though.
Exactly. they know something we don't know. They
So-
know something we don't know. They just ahead of the curve.
They need to ground. They
They're
ground
They're
them.
grounding. Okay.
Yeah, they're grounding
But
them.
you gotta
Grounded.
wear a pair
But
of
you
Converse
can't go one
barefoot.
out there.
Nah, not
One
no
without the
Converse, man. Not no Converse. You gotta get a more comfortable
No,
shoe.
no.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's.
I
I have tears of anger.
Yeah,
Okay.
I ain't got no tears, man. It was. I think she did. It was. I think it wasn't a skit, but I think it was kind of like that's her lane. Like, and also like you bring. I don't know if you bring something to put the spicy bowl in, but put it in your shoe. Like, so what you gonna do afterwards?
She right. That parasite. That's what she going to do. Put that cilantro
You must
in
be
that
throwing
bowl.
them shoes out.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what she
So
gonna
you
do
gonna be
afterwards?
walk.
She gonna take a pill because she gonna have that nigga Thrax from Osmosis Jones in her stomach.
She got something.
She just bought them Converse. And she just bought them.
Yeah, they was clean. They was clean.
She just bought them. And she was like, okay, now put it in here. And she probably had some flip-flops in the car, you know what I'm saying? So she probably... it ain't a big deal.
The more y'all talk, the more disgusted I get. Oh my God.
Now
I ain't got no
premeditated.
I hate
it was definitely premeditated.
I hate that.
It was definitely premeditated.
Premeditated food tainted.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with that.
What's wrong with these hoes?
What's wrong with her?
So, we had this gay man and this couple. So the gay man was texting the baby daddy of the couple, and they're texting back and forth, and he basically begging for money from the gay dude. And the gay dude saying, "I love you, Boost." He's sending money and stuff, and he's like, "Yo, I'm tired. I only get to see you once this week." You know, and he said, "I need money for my kid. My kid got this going. You know, I'm gonna take care of you, baby." And the dude was like, "Yeah, I love you, baby. Oh, you teasing me and stuff like that." Like, it's a long text thread that shows that they got something going on.
Yeah.
And this gay dude is sending money to this straight man. Well, this man,
DL.
this download man,
Okay,
helping taking care of not just him, the baby mama.
I don't think they slept together.
And the daughter.
It didn't seem
together.
that way.
Yeah.
It didn't seem that way.
He was just like using them.
But I'm pretty sure he did.
But so
I'm pretty sure he did. It didn't seem that way. Agree. I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, because he ain't doing all that for nothing. Even though, don't get me wrong,
people do it.
They do it.
So
lots of people do it.
I watch a lot of catfish. They do it all the time.
What's wrong with these hoes?
He gave up the booty. Yeah, I think he gave up the booty.
I think he gave up the booty peg. I definitely think he had a booty up.
But he might not have gave up the boosie.
But he might.
But
Boosie's gonna be mad as hell about that.
But
he's gonna have something to say. We're gonna be on the next room.
He done kissed him on the lips, or
something. Like you gave him something to feel like this is going somewhere.
This was some touching and grabbing.
It is something. It is something.
There was some groping going on. It was more than
giving something.
What the hell is wrong with y'all algorithm?
He might have licked it a little bit. You know, some people feel like licking it is not the same as doing it. Some people feel like
it was something. What Tank said? If he sucked one dick, that means he ain't gay.
Yeah.
He got what you say? He got to suck. He got to suck 3, making sure he like it or not.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm curious to one. Does the baby mama know about this?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she knew.
Oh, she knew.
She's known.
She's the one that outed it.
Yeah,
okay,
she's
the one that outed it.
Okay,
she was mad.
So was she accepting of it?
Yes, kind of, sort of. At one point,
no, he was telling her that it was his homeboy. Like they were friends. So she didn't know till she went through his phone and seen the messages, and she was like, "So I'm believing this whole time that this is his homeboy."
So you doing the bending?
So I'm gonna take an angle. I will say this: this ain't much different, even though this is gay, and ain't nothing wrong with that. If you listen to the pod and you gay, shout out to y'all. Do y'all thing. This is gay, but this ain't much different than a lot of women who have boyfriends. Who be texting a nigga on the side.
Getting money
it's
from
nothing different about it. It's the same thing.
And the nigga is supporting you and that broke ass nigga. But
it's the same thing.
My only thing is, brother, if you gay or you bi, man, do your thing, man. Get the money and be with your old lady, cool. But was you gay for pay? Cause that's a different level. Like was you gay for pay?
You listen to some of their podcasts.
No,
a lot of them are gay for pay.
No, there's no such thing as gay for pay, and there's no such thing as gay for the state.
Differently.
I mean,
there's you can't be gay for the state. You can't be gay for the pay.
What do you mean? But if it's like real gay, like think of all the straight actors that are gay. Like if I watch Pussy Valley, P Valley.
Yeah, P Valley.
Remember, and then the guy on there, you know, he's straight. He's married. The main gangsta ass rapper, straight and married.
Yeah.
Straight as hell, married.
You talking about nigga with the pink hair and the beard?
No.
The
one
he was in love with. Yeah. The one that was gangster, he was the rapper. The one
the rapper, okay.
Yeah, you know, in real life he's married, they got kids, they're happily married. And I mean that's gay for pay.
No, I thought she was saying the dude that would wear the pink hair and the beard.
Okay, what about Beauty and Black? Beauty and Black, the light skinned boy. He doing all this for Horace. He ain't had sex with him yet, and Horace paying the fuck out of him.
But
I'm talking about
he was doing something for Horace.
Yeah, he was dancing for him.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. So how gay for pay are we speaking exactly?
It doesn't matter.
I will only be gay on screen, gay, or
It doesn't matter.
I mean, in a movie and TV show, we're not actually having sex.
No, but he kissed.
But you gotta do the thing.
He kissed Unc in the mouth.
Yeah, you are kissing now.
He kissed Unc in the mouth.
You are kissing, but that's different than you letting do.
What's the difference? Grabbing on you, touching on you. What's the difference? It's the same thing.
You remember the worst thing you could do as a male actor and or comedian was wear a dress, and now they on TV kissing people?
It's the same thing.
Yeah. Yep. And there's a lot of actors that are against
I ain't doing it.
Literally said, I will never do it again.
I ain't doing it.
Gay or straight, unless I'm having sex with these people, I'm not paying for nothing they got going on. So the fact that he giving money, he getting something.
Let me ask a question.
Oh no, but it happens.
It happens. I know that.
Often.
I believe it, but
how much money?
I gotta be getting something. I'm not just paying for nothing.
You're getting conversation.
Yes.
You're getting conversation.
My husband is a gay male. My whole life.
I can get on a
They actually do it better. They do it better, girl.
If it ain't
do what
about
better?
the
gay men. Oh, me and my mama watch Catfish every night and smoke. Right? The gay men on there be catfishing, and it mainly be for money.
Oh yeah.
It's always for money.
If it's
never
money,
met this man.
we can have a conversation.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not doing it just to talk.
It be straight dudes out here, and they be gay. They be married and everything.
They want to have those type of conversations.
But look, they literally don't. It don't always be a situation.
I believe
of sex.
it, but I'm saying
it don't always be sex.
They desperate enough because they want to have those undercover conversations.
I'm not gonna say
they meet up with these other men. They be in the car with them, going out with them. They be doing all types of stuff, y'all.
So let me ask a question for both of y'all. If it was your man, how much money would that dude have to been basically sending your man consistently for you to stay with your man?
I'm not staying with him. He ain't gonna have to make sure somebody is there to protect his life because I done already slept with you.
What if he was pimping? It was just pimping. He would have
been a conversation ahead.
He lay down with
exactly.
I don't want this to be something I just found out about because then I'm gonna feel like you're gay. If we talked about this beforehand, you was like,
if it was playing, that's a different thing.
We talked about this. Like I got a lick.
But he got to do something to do.
No, that's extra. We talking about just talking.
Like she said, she had a lick.
Yeah.
But he also told you. He said, I gotta hit her lick. Like,
okay,
I hit a lick.
You're no longer my man.
I gotta pick one.
What's he paying the bills?
I gotta pick one.
What's the gay dude's paying the bills?
I mean,
but your man gotta get domed up by the dude.
No, I don't know. I can't do that.
The gay guy has to be able to get him that.
Yeah. No, hit a lick. Either way, it's all the same.
Like I said,
you gotta dome him up.
I think I would be all right.
And maybe give him some back shots.
Do it to him.
Oh.
No, that's extra. Now we're doing too much. We're doing too much.
How much is your rent? He paying the rent?
I don't care.
No.
That's crazy.
On the 15th, that check clear.
No.
Nah, bro. That's crazy.
I always got somewhere else to go. I'm okay.
Hey, you want your nails did? You be like, man, hey, I just got to set up.
They not into Nature Boy.
They not into Nature Boy.
They don't want to date Nature Boy.
He's a whole thing in himself.
They don't
shout out to my nigga Nature Boy.
Child.
Hey.
That man is going to jail. Okay.
He's already in jail.
He already got his coat. He already got his coat in jail.
He's done.
He would.
He's not getting out.
I
hope not.
No.
I hope not.
That's dangerous in society.
Yeah.
And Nature Boy was just doing what he was supposed to be doing.
And what was that? You got so much jokes all the time. You just tickle yourself, don't you?
He was being himself.
That's what he was doing?
But he was a gay man perpetrating as a straight man.
He had sex.
Wait.
He downloads.
Every time
y'all
talk about it, should have learned something new. Wait, what?
All he's doing is transferring his knowledge into a woman. That's what sex is for him.
But if a man wants, he could transfer the seed into a man too.
This is what he told you?
He didn't tell me personally.
Okay. This is what he said.
But what is the seed exactly?
Him.
Oh.
The knowledge.
The knowledge. He's the knowledge.
Yes.
Oh.
You at the ground.
Yeah, they got to keep him in there. That's
dangerous.
That's dangerous.
His natural life. And then some after.
That's dangerous.
He can cure any disease. Disease doesn't even exist.
Sounds like he's spreading it to me.
He is the disease.
Right. He's the damn disease. That's the knowledge.
So,
All right.
So moving on to the final topic of the night. So there was a podcast that Rose sent where they were saying like, hey, what's the best CD you listen to? Like, what's your number one CD? So, you know, every once in a while to the viewers that listen to the pod, we'll give you like just a fun topic where we pick our top 3 or top 5 or something. So tonight we're going to give you our top 3 albums. Like if we was trapped on an island, these are the only albums we can listen to. What albums will we pick? Where you starting off, Nicole?
So before we get started, we go do all 3, or we go one at a time.
Oh yeah, give one. We're gonna start from Nicole. We're gonna work our way around the table. Give one album at a time.
Okay. My first one automatically is gonna be Lauryn Hill's Education of Lauryn Hill. Education of Lauryn Hill. I can listen to that album from start to finish. My senior year, I did my one of my papers was about Black women and our artistic expression of our culture and our experiences. As y'all seen lately with Lauryn Hill popping the way she's been popping, the things that she's starting to see her accolades, and you know, we got social media now, so it's more and more stories coming out about what she was actually going through during the time of writing that album. For one person to be able to make just one album that transcends so many different generations is very powerful. So I'm definitely going with that album. Easy.
Robin?
I had a little less time to think of this than you guys did, but I think I would probably go with Jay-Z The Black Album.
True.
And the reason why?
It just resonates with me so much, you know, being from up north and then moving down here, and it's one of those albums like me and my mom, if we were traveling from home to here to home, we would listen to it. And it's one of those albums, really, there's no bad song on the album. Like, you can listen to the whole album from beginning to end, and it's like a story. The whole album is like a story if you really listen to the lyrics. So, I don't know. I just think that's a great one, and Jay-Z is a very underrated talent, especially for people that live in the South.
Shout out to Jay-Z, man. He did his thing last weekend with the extra innings and everything.
Yes,
Shout out to Jay-Z.
Brought my girl out after how many years? Seems like 20. Yes, like girl. Jesus, come on.
Shout out to him, and I love what you just said, because when I get to some of my later albums that I'm gonna name, it was because when I go on a road trip, if I had to just put a album on, I just want to hear just an album, I will put one of the albums on, and I can just drive.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that was some of the reasons why I had some of my last album on here, because I could just ride to this album.
Ride, yep.
But the first thing when I heard this statement, like the first album that popped into my head, and that I probably couldn't go without, and there's some albums that I like a little, that I like too, but this is the album that popped into my head, In Our Lifetime by 8-Ball MJG. Just that they went through so many diameters in this album, and it's like, to this day there's songs on here that I live by, like, and there's sayings that MJG said or 8-Ball said. Like, one of my sayings, like, when you do wrong, trouble just stick to you like glue. It's just things on this album that just resonates with me to my day, all the way down to my bones. So that's the first one, because especially when I was in college and I was working and didn't have no car, walking everywhere, doing just trying to live and survive and hustling and doing everything. This was the album, one of the albums that you just put it on. Is like, this is my life.
Right.
That was my life, and it's still to my life to this day. So, In Our Lifetime by 8-Ball MJG.
The first album I picked was an easy one. I've said on the podcast, for those who listen to the pod, I think this is the greatest rap album of all time. Because I'm a big storyteller. I love storytelling, and I feel like he doesn't just storytell on the songs in this album. If you listen to the album, the whole album is like a story where you can hear him start off one way, and then it kind of climaxes with my favorite song on the album. And after that song, it's like his whole life changes. Life after death. Like you see Biggie being that traditional dope boy
Real
early in the album. But then after Life After Death, after he has his kids and is a changed man, you can see with the next couple of songs, he's talking more about like life after hip hop, like just being an artist and stuff like that. It has amazing songs. What's Beef? Going back to Cali, like Sky's the Limit is like one of my favorite rap songs of all time. You know, he just great album. I can listen to it on repeat multiple times. It has a couple skits. There's songs, and I had this conversation when T.I. dropped his album recently with my brother. We got to go back to having skits on albums, and even if it's not a skit, like just an interlude, where it opens the song or ends the song,
right?
You know, because it just gives you a deeper insight. Plus the music video for More Money, More Problems. Some of the songs, the music videos, was so dope for this album. Iconic. You know, because More Money, More Problems, Sky's the Limit, the music videos for both of those songs, like I can just remember them vividly in my, especially Sky's the Limit. Yeah. Like I see him and Diddy being kids and then gradually becoming adults and stuff like that. So that's definitely the #1 album.
And I'm gonna throw something out there. Did y'all buy these albums?
Yes.
Yeah, we did when it was CD. Yeah, that's back when that came out.
I didn't buy Life After Death. My cousin had the cassette tape though.
I own this. It's in my house. Anyone that I'm gonna lay on my list, I definitely have the CD.
Right. I just want to touch on what you said. I think that's very funny because that's one of my mom's favorite albums too. And
oh, really?
You can guarantee if we're in the car, she's gonna listen to at least 3 to 4 songs off of that album. Like, so that's really funny. And I find it ironic too that album itself kind of tailors to the sad and tragic end that he really did have, because that was during a time when he was starting to see Diddy for who he really was, and starting to realize that this nigga is more of a liability than more of an asset to me. And when I think of that album, I think of that video they have of him and Diddy in the club the night that he got killed.
Oh yeah.
And he's just sitting there kind of just like looking like, is this really life? And Diddy's just dancing all around, happy, partying. And it's like that. I felt like that man really was. He could feel that something negative was coming to him.
He knew the baby oil parties was going on.
Man, and shortly after, walking out them doors, I mean, he had told Diddy.
He probably did join some of the parties.
Listen, I don't know who was that said on that
Diddy
song?
signed him up.
Oh, that was Pac that said that. Diddy, remember when you used to let you beg on sleep on a bitch couch? I used to have to ask them to sleep in the bitch house. He was talking about Biggie.
He was talking about Biggie,
and that shit just always gave I guess he was the lame friend out of everybody.
No, he was just the ugly one.
Yeah, the ugly friend. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, yeah, he was the one like, oh girl, that's gonna be you tonight. Like, damn.
Still hit though.
Yeah, they did.
Hey,
he did.
He put Little Kim and Faith Evans. Can't be mad at that.
No.
What's your second album, Nicole?
He didn't do it broke though.
No, it definitely didn't.
Nah, he had Little Kim when he was just a dope.
He didn't do it broke though.
He actually, he had Kim when he was broke. Yeah, no. Him and Kim met each other damn near broke.
He was a dope. It wouldn't last. He was dope selling. He was selling dope. He had money.
He had money for a nigga.
This is in the 90s.
He had no real money.
Yeah, he ain't have
this is the 90s.
Biggie money.
Right. Don't make it seem like he was Nino Brown. He was not Nino Brown.
He had thousands of dollars in the 90s.
His mama was extorting his ass.
He had $90s in the 90s. If you had Bass and Crack Rock in your home, you had $1,000 in the 90s. You was the man. He was not broke.
Nicole, what's your second album?
You right about that. If you went home every night with that much money, you was not broke back then.
My second one that I can listen to from start to finish, I call it my good old cleaning music. I call it my relaxation music. Sometimes when I'm in the car, it's my riding music. It's definitely Rapture by Anita Baker. So I can listen to that from start to finish. I don't skip no songs. It gives me my nostalgic feel. Yes. It gives me my grown and sexy feel. Yes. So it gives me all the feels that I like listening to. It's definitely probably number 2. Maybe number 1 in my book for sure.
That was the name of the album too?
Rapture.
Oh wow. I don't think I knew that. Yeah, that was amazing.
That's one of the greatest songs. The ones that we listen to the most when we listen to Anita Baker's music are usually the ones off of that album.
Right. Yeah. I think the album, isn't it like kind of yellowish? I don't think the name is real big on it.
Yeah.
That's probably why I didn't realize it. Like I said, I was a little last minute. I feel like these answers would have been better tailored if I, was better prepared. But I think I would go for Billie Holiday's Greatest Hits. And that's just because
I love that.
I just adore that woman, and she's another one, kind of like Biggie, sad life, sad story. She went through so much in such a little time, and to be so resilient and so great, like to still have a strong voice, even down to the day she was on her deathbed. Her voice was just so strong, they could not silence her. And I feel like to let that die now is just crazy. So I will always listen to Billie Holiday. Like she said, my cleaning music, when I'm in my feels and I just need to hear something, when I'm cooking, I throw on my Billie Holiday.
Yeah, my second album, it was kind of hard because it was so many that I wanted to pick, but it was gonna be some artists from Georgia. I didn't know. I was torn between Outkast and Goody Mob. Which one should I pick? But the one that resonates with me the most, and that kind of tells my story of my life, is Still Standing, Goody Mob. And I like all the albums from Goody Mob. I like all the albums from Outkast. And Outkast probably had more mainstream, better albums, but Still Standing had so many different songs on there, from celebrating black people to telling you how it is in the hood, and it's telling how it is from partying music. It just had every avenue on it, and I could just put that on and I can ride to it. And to this day, it's like when some of them songs come on, I didn't even listen to them when I was a teenager. And then when I was in my young 20s, I didn't even listen to them. I used to skip over them. But when I got older and just listening to them, like, wow, this is a great song for today. And like, they made this album back in 1999. And like, for them to be so space age to back then, and to this song, then it started resonating with me until I was an adult. 20 years later, is so magnificent. So Still Standing, Goody Mob.
Okay.
Man, it's crazy. My second album is funny. Like your first album, Robin, was a New York rapper. My first album was a New York rapper. Your second album, Billie Holiday, and when you said Billie Holiday and you said her greatest hits, I already know one song with it is probably Strange Fruit. And it's just crazy because my second album was an homage to that song, Strange Fruition. So Lupe Fiasco's Food and Liquor too.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I listened to that album, man. Let me tell you, music is so beautiful because music takes you to a point in time a lot of times, and sometimes it capitalizes you in a moment. I was in college. I was really getting into black politics and black history. And I was really having conversations with my grandma, rest in peace, about stuff that my family did during the Civil Rights Movement and learning about just really black history. And that album, when I listened to it, it just was like a thunderstorm because as I was evolving into a man, I hear that album, which is the most pro-black album that I heard up to that point. Because like so many songs on it just talk about the movement, talk about the struggle, talk about how even though a lot has changed, things are still the same, from like Strange Fruition to when you listen to it. Yeah, we're not being lynched from trees no more, but there's still stuff going on in our communities that's being done against us.
Right.
To hearing Auburn Ballroom, where Malcolm X was murdered, and he names the song that, and that's one of the best songs on the album. To hear a song called Around My Way that pays homage to the song Troy from the 90s, When They Reminisce of You. And to hear what he's talking about on that, to listen to Unforgivable Youth, and it's just talking about if we don't change what we're doing, we're going to be in a period of time where we're going to look back at this generation and look like we failed. And the last verse he talks about, he's talking the whole song about we're walking around this area trying to figure out what's going on. And then he says, what's this house right here? It's just so white. And you realize he's talking about America. And you think he's talking about an apocalyptic area. For those who haven't seen the original Planet of the Apes, you think you're on a different planet. then you realize when you see, I think it's the Statue of Liberty,
Right.
that they're on America. And that's basically what the song does. Like, Lupe has always been one of my favorite artists, but I just feel like he put his soul and blackness into that project. And I just feel like being a young black man at the time and just really finding myself in the world and finding my blackness and owning my blackness, I identify with the album so much. And we had stuff going on in that time period, because I want to say Trayvon might have just got murdered, or he would get murdered a year or two later.
Right.
And there was the Michael Gardner situation. Like, we had the police brutalities in the early 2010s. And then this album comes and it's just, boom. It's like a key just unlocked my mind even more. And that's going to always be an album that I can just listen to over and over.
Okay. That's a good one for sure.
Nicole, how you going to close this out?
Oh, my third one. Listen. I love music of all types and genres, but I would say my third one is probably like our foundation. As from our generation, a lot of samples, a lot of reverence, and a lot of respect. And it's going to be Stevie Wonder's Songs The Key of Life. Almost every infamous, powerful, pro-us, pro-everything song is in that album.
Nicole.
Yeah. That's your third one?
No, it's not. But, Rose, did I not just bring that album up when we was talking in the car?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a powerful album.
Like, that is one of the peak albums ever.
Yeah. Definitely.
Keys to Life is amazing.
Keys to Life is that one. I grew up listening to that from two different generations. My grandmother loved that album. My mom loved that album. I can hear my uncles listening to that album. So really, too much where I went and what was around me. And mind you, this album came out well before I was born. So to be introduced to his level of music and artistry from that angle, from multiple different generations, definitely speaks volumes for his music. That was kind of hard because I had another, maybe two I was trying to decide upon, but that'd be I'm pretty sure my other ones will come up in a few moments, but that would definitely be my number 3.
Before you move on, what was one of your honorable mentions?
Man, okay, so for me, very much most nostalgic thing for me is having a Walkman cassette tape, and it was it was Salt and Pepper, None of Your Business.
Okay.
And so I would put that bad boy on, put my skates on,
right,
and What a Man, and all of those different tracks was on that album. And then my second honorable mention would have probably been I got this thing with Whitney Houston, and I was trying to decide between whether I wanted The Bodyguard or if I wanted Wait and Exhale. And I was really leaning towards the Wait and Exhale soundtrack because I don't know nobody. The funniest thing is I was dating this guy at one point, and the first time I heard his mom put that CD in, and it was that soundtrack, I'm like, oh, so your mama do this too, right? It was kind of powerful for it to be a soundtrack with that many powerful women making those different songs from different breakups and love and all of this different thing. That would be honestly the one I thought
back when
about.
the soundtrack to these movies was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that soundtrack had me in my feelings. Like 9th grade year, you couldn't tell me.
Emotional.
Yes, like going up and down with it. So I definitely agree with that.
For sure.
So what's your third album, Robin?
My third album is probably none that anybody knows or cares about, and if they do, like I said, they probably don't care. But it would probably be Kenny G's Greatest Hits.
Time out. You know, C's is gonna be pissed when he hears this.
Really?
Because he loved Kenny G.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love him. Like my daddy, we're from up north, so when we had a radio, and me and my sister had bunk beds. We had one room. When he would put us to bed, he would put the radio on. And up north, there was this radio station. It was called Smooth Jazz CD 101.9, and it would come on every night. And they would just play hella Kenny G. And so, like you were saying about, I think your first album is just very nostalgic for me. When I hear it, it reminds me of my dad. It reminds me of a time where life was simpler. And you just can't go wrong with a saxophonist like Kenny G when it comes to sleeping music. Like, I put Kenny G on, and I'm immediately going to sleep. So I know if I'm on an island stranded, and that's one of my 3 albums, and I'm scared or I need to go to sleep, that's going to be the album I put on.
Can I compliment that? Kenny G's album Greatest Hits was the one that when me and my grandmother and I, our family is from Lyons, and so when we would take that trip to Vidalia or Lyons, whichever one you want to call it, that Luther Vandross, Anita Baker would be the songs they would put on. And it's like I don't even have to I don't even know the names of all of the songs on that album.
But you know,
if you play it, I know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And it was like one school year we had a teacher that when we would have our like quiet time or our study time or our testing time, she would play it, and it was like the first time as a kid I recognized like that soothing soft music made me focus more, made me pay attention more.
Yeah.
So hey man, yeah, that's a good one.
That's what my mom does for my kids when she homeschools them. She puts that music on in the background because a lot of people know it helps you retain information better. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Yeah, so my
Did you have an honorable mentions before we move on to Rose?
Not really. I do kind of agree with Waiting to Exhale. That's definitely one, but not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Okay. So my last one, like I was telling y'all earlier, like you said, riding to that Black album when we on a road trip. When I be on road trips and I be listening to something to ride to. And Adrenaline Rush by Twister.
Ooh, right.
And it's like it's a movie. That album is a movie, and it's telling a story from the beginning to the end. But I don't even listen to the story. I don't care about nothing about the story. It's just all the songs on it just hit, and I could just ride to that. I can ride to it slow. I can ride to it fast. You know what I'm saying? Like Kanye West told it the best. He said, I can't do that fast, baby, but I know somebody who can.
Right.
And can't nobody do it like Twister.
I can't do it that fast, baby.
Can't nobody do it like Twister.
Can't nobody. I mean, he was the first rapper we ever knew that could rap that fast.
She can't do it like. Can't nobody do it like Twister. I think he ended up getting his world records.
I mean, can you think of any other rapper prior to him that we knew that could rap that fast? I cannot think of one single person that we knew.
He
that
definitely made it popular. Other niggas try to imitate it, but
they could never keep his flow or his
person, let alone
that woman. Fast though.
No, he's not the originator because I think 3 6 Mafia and Bone Thugs.
Oh, like short, okay.
What the originators of that fast rap, but they didn't do it like he did.
Not like him.
No, I don't know.
Did you have an honorable mention?
You know, Twister, he be running out of breath with it. Like,
yeah. I had an honorable mention. Like, I had a few. You know what I'm saying?
Give it to us, please.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, it started off with Getty Green. This whole thing, like when he said Getty Green, I was like, oh, that's one of my albums I can ride to. Just put it on. I can just put it on. I can just ride, just drive. Getty Green by Project Pat.
Yes, I love Project Pat.
And I know y'all was like when y'all talking about the greatest hits, Keith Sweat greatest hits.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of like a cheat code, so I didn't want to put that on there.
Keith Sweat be having me weak though, because why would you ever admit that "Can We Talk" was a stalking song? Yeah, it's so funny because my whole life, my mom used to always say like, if you listen to the lyrics, this really sounds like a stalking song. I was like, Mom, you're overreacting.
He wasn't stalking, he was just begging.
No, but they did an interview.
That's why I won't say what my other honorable mention.
Someone asked him.
Oh damn!
Because you know at the end part where he be like,
R. Kelly.
He be like, you better tell me your name,
that's
baby.
Good, though. That's a good one.
At the end, when you be like, okay, you asked me my name the whole song. He said, I better tell you my name.
Yeah, that's not stalking. So I'm begging.
Very aggressive.
Aggressive.
But listen, they did an interview with him and they asked him. Somebody was just like, so let me ask you something. Was this a stalking song? Because how many times you got to ask a woman, can you talk? He was like, you know what? I'm going to be honest. It was a stalking song. Like, I was actually stalking her. And I'm like, okay, are you being serious?
He wasn't being serious.
I don't know. It's kind of getting he was.
But that's like, not to deter, but that's like, remember that one song where that old man's like, if you think you're lonely now, like, Skeleton was going to chase her out the closet and stuff. It was like, damn, you felt that from your mother.
Yes, he did.
What's your other honorable mention?
No, that's funny.
So, two more.
No, it's like,
this is DJ.
Outcast, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't figure out which one I wanted to do if I wanted to do.
You're just trying to keep it in Georgia.
Hey, that's where I'm from. Like
I haven't heard say nothing out of Georgia yet.
Twister's out of Georgia.
Well, yeah, Twister, yeah.
8-Ball MGG's out of Georgia. But it's like I'm from the South, so it's like And they got something to say. We got something to say. But
I
so
agree.
it's like for Outkast, I don't know. I want to say my favorite one out of Outkast is the first one. I can't even say the name right now because I've been drinking.
My Southern
Southern playlist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Alphadocious.
The fans know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
it is.
So I want to say that's probably one of my that's probably my favorite Outkast. But then the ones that, because I didn't really listen to that one until I was an adult. But growing up, it was a mix between ATLians and Aquemini.
Mhm.
So, but if I had to pick out of ATLs and Aquemini, I would pick Aquemini.
I think so too.
I would pick Aquemini. But yeah, so
Yeah.
those
I kinda agree.
that was kind of my honorable mentions because I wanted, but that's still standing. I couldn't put that, even though I couldn't put that above still standing because still standing stands for something, and it still stands for something to the day.
Right.
Like they got a song on there called "Beautiful Skin."
Oh,
I don't
yes.
even know if it's called "Beautiful Skin."
No, it is. I was gonna ask you about that earlier. If you remember that song, that's crazy.
Yes, and it's like that was one of the songs I used to skip when I was younger. I used to skip, but
One, you're my beginning,
yes. Yeah.
and
Friend.
friend.
I used to skip that song when I was
But
younger.
no, man, that's such a
And but when
it's
a jam, ain't it?
it's like, oh my goodness, I can't believe they was done.
vibing like that. Yeah.
So
it's a
I
Jill
agree.
Scott song. I beautifully had the pleasure of going to her concert recently, but
Oh my god.
it's a Jill Scott song. When I was younger, I would skip this particular song because I was like weirded out by like super sexual stuff. But when she sang this joint at that concert,
Which one was it? Do you remember?
Crown Royal.
Oh,
Okay.
My hands on your back, pull me right back to
Yeah,
your
I
arms.
know
When I was a
something
kid,
I haven't
was
heard
like,
that in
"Ooh."
forever. Probably because my mama banned me from listening. No, my mama.
Super sexy.
She banned me from anything sexual.
and another one was the first CD I ever had on my mission, Soul Food soundtrack.
Word.
Back to them soundtracks.
Yeah,
Soundtracks
that's
was
Soul
great.
Food soundtrack.
That
Used
most
to
of
eat
those
me
were Babyface too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I feel like about the Soul Food soundtrack, what we were saying about the Way It Takes Hell soundtrack. It's like one of the ones you listen to and you
That
just
was a
over there
great
like,
soundtrack.
They take you on their emotional
Mama.
roller coaster.
So when I first made my list, I was in the lane of rap, but then as we did, I was like, okay, cool. I can see that we're just doing albums in general. So like my third album, and my third album got bumped to the honorable mention. So the album that got in the third spot is that some people are not gonna like this because it's just such a superficial answer, but I really do feel like this is probably the greatest album of all time. Thriller.
I knew you was gonna say that.
I
mean,
I
who
knew it
doesn't
was gonna
love
be-
Mikey?
Like
Yeah.
when I was younger, I listened to it. As I get older, I listen to it.
Yeah.
When I was younger, Thriller was my favorite song album. As I get older, that's not even my favorite song album, man. Like
Yeah.
I look at The Lady in My Life. I know people criticize that song, but I just like hearing Michael's vocals on that song, The Lady in My Life. I like the song with him and Paul McCartney, The Girl Is Mine. Beat It is such a, it just gives you a feeling when you listen to Beat It.
What's the other one? I think, is this on that album? You have to tell me. I don't even think I knew up until recently that this was even Michael. What's the one? Heaven Can Wait.
Oh yeah, that's Michael's song. That's Invincible.
But that's not on Thriller though.
No, that's Invincible.
Okay.
But that's another good album. PYT, Pretty Young Thing.
Yes.
Human Nature is on the other
Yeah,
too.
Human Nature's an amazing
yeah.
song. I actually love that. But like I remember listening to PYT when I was in college, and I just remember like that was when I really was like really dating, like really just dating a lot of women. And that song, like I felt what that nigga was talking about, man.
Right.
Because I felt like everything I put my hands on was a pretty young thing at that time. So I felt
That's
my
not what he was talking about.
You're pretty young thing. He's pretty young.
I just think it's funny that he has the ability to
When-
touch people from the youngest to the absolute oldest. Like your Virgo twin, my daughter Mona, she absolutely is obsessed with the song Thriller. And I think that is just like crazy how he has the ability to touch everybody from babies to old people.
My
man,
God,
I was in the
They
club
love
with
Michael.
MGH and D Will. I would say this was probably like maybe a year after COVID. We was in Atlanta. And Thriller came on, and for some reason, the whole night, it was like a lot of young people in the club. But Thriller came on. Club was jumping.
Yeah, people love Michael.
Club was jumping. And I remember
And
telling
he's managed to
MGH
influence
that just
generations.
tells you
Mhm.
how great his music was.
I got
Yeah.
babies right now.
Generations.
The middle one, he's about to be 4. So his baby, I was at the house, I'm visiting them, and I kept hearing them say, TT Drea is my girl. And I'm like, it didn't register. It didn't register. And so then my best friend comes down and she's like, girl, he had got the hat and he's over there and he's doing this. And I was like, is he doing Michael Jackson? She's like, yeah, she put it on. And it was Billie Jean. But they're not hearing Billie Jean.
Right.
They're hearing TT Drea is that girl. And so I'm like, oh, okay.
Right.
But it's amazing. I'm watching him and he has these moves down. He's the most uncoordinated person ever. But he's watching him and he's mimicking him in his live performance. And I was like, that is crazy.
My baby is
that
5
many
years
different
old.
generations.
5 years old. Like I'm telling you,
That's
generations
beyond
of
crazy.
people. This man has been dead for 20 years.
Yeah, we was teenagers.
We
was
was
under-
teenagers.
I want to say
They might
2009 is when he
That's
died.
my
So,
years.
so we close to 20.
So he's managed to influence 20 years after him.
Kids that ain't even been here.
Going into 30.
That's why he the GOAT, man.
Like that's
why he go.
insanity.
What's your honorable mention?
My honorable mention was
He said Thriller.
when I had my rap albums.
That was his third album.
Yeah, that's my third album since we're not just
You
doing
bumped
straight.
somebody from the third
Yeah,
spot.
yeah.
Who was that person?
So who I bumped from the third spot was Logic. The album Everybody.
I'm like, the album Wax.
And so the reason why I had that album in my third spot was same reason why I had same reason why I had Food and Liquor too. When I listened to that album, I had just got to a point in my life. I graduated college like maybe 2 years. I had a more diverse group of friends. Me and you was hanging out, so I was around the alphabet community a lot more. And I can, and me and MJ talk about all the time. Like the mindset we had in high school is very different than the mindset we have now.
For sure.
When you listen to Logic music, he talks about basically accepting everyone.
Right.
On that album, he talks about racism. He talks about women being mistreated. He talks about gender equality. He talks about homosexuality, like people in the gay community being mistreated and stuff like that. And so, like, that's why it's called Everybody, because it's just have love for everyone. And when you listen to it, it got songs like Black Spider-Man, which was really a hit. It got songs like Confess with Killer Mike on it, who Killer Mike is just talking on the song, and he's really just at the end of the song saying, all these evil motherfuckers keep doing this stuff, Lord, and you keep blessing them. And, it just you feel like the blacker you are and the browner you are, you feel like Lord and dirt. And
That's why you compare it to Food and Liquor too.
Yes.
That makes perfect sense. Because good girl, bad bitch, or bad bitch, good, whatever.
Yeah.
That was on that song,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
Bitch bad, woman good.
Woman Good, I think,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Okay, that makes sense.
So like there was just a lot of stuff on that album at that point in time as I was just transitioning and my mindset was starting to cleanse, and I was starting to become more like, oh wow. And the most famous song of the album is the 1-800 song, the suicide song that most people know Logic for.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that was the time period where I first was really probably truly educated about how bad suicide was in this country. And the album coincided with a lot of teenagers who was in the alphabet community committed suicide because that was still a point in time, even though it was just 9 years ago, where a lot of parents was not accepting of their kids. So you had a lot of kids in that community that was teenagers committed suicide, which is the reason why the album had some of the themes it had.
Right.
So it was just like I said, it's always one of those albums that just helped open my mind even more and just gave me a broader mindset, which, the storytelling was great on the album, man. So, and Logic is one of my artists that of the last 10 years, he's always been one of my favorite artists.
Okay.
Not bad at all.
But before we close it out, everyone, who's the artist that you like that you feel like has the best catalog?
Overall.
Just overall, like this is an artist that I'm willing to defend their catalog.
Rihanna or Beyonce, hands down.
Which one? Who would pick? Who would you pick if you had to pick Rihanna or Beyonce? I know who I'm picking.
I love, you know what? The fucked up part is the millennial in me wants to say Beyonce so bad because her catalog expands so much farther past just Beyonce. Her catalog is Destiny's Child as well. But it's just something about Rihanna that I could never get over. I just love that bitch, and she don't have a bad song.
I
love all the fucking songs.
I'll pick Rihanna over Beyonce.
I just love that bitch. I'm sorry, and I love Beyonce. I love her down, but Rihanna is just that girl. Like everything about her is just what the fuck.
Yeah.
Beyonce probably had some higher peaks, but Beyonce music.
And the sad part is Beyonce got more range than Rihanna. She's definitely killing Rihanna if we're thinking logically, but it's just something about Rihanna that don't make you think logically. I'm sorry, I don't think logically when I think about
That's
Rihanna.
a bad bitch.
I'm all over the place. I'm like A$AP Rocky. Y'all ever seen the video of him doing an interview and you hear Rihanna laughing in the background? That nigga stopped. He was like, "The fuck? My bitch is laughing. Somebody else making my bitch laugh? Let me get back there real quick."
I agree with you with
This will make me take
she's iconic, man.
One of my non-mentioned honorable mentions, and me and Laverne was over here having a little.
Yeah, like why didn't I even think about giving Rihanna? And I listen to all her albums front to back. Like I don't even know why I didn't think about that, but I guess that's the millennial in me. I'm really an old head. So
Are we ready to have this conversation? I think I'm gonna have to go back to it, Laverne. Can we talk about him yet?
Yeah, talk about him. I ain't never stopped.
R. Kelly. I really wanted to earlier
What
say
hold on now. Why we gotta ask the conversation to say who's the best comment? Hold on now.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk
We're talking
about
about catalog, right?
Yeah. So why we gotta check on somebody?
I don't
talk about the GOAT.
I don't feel like it should count.
I don't.
Talking about the GOAT.
Man, you wouldn't have your
This
kids
is
on
you
R. Kelly
guys'
style.
business.
Shit, if I wouldn't have, my kids was not
Come
produced
on.
off no R. Kelly.
I want to be politically good.
But I'm just saying.
Yo,
You know?
I don't want to talk about a man who made
it's
music based off of
it's only
teenagers.
two people that you can name on this
Making
question.
music, making a song talking about it seems like you ready. It's just crazy to me.
Yeah, man.
Everybody
Like,
was doing
that's
it.
insanity.
That song was fire though.
But let me ask you something.
Ask Rick James.
Let me ask you something. We
What
all
he
know
said?
a grown ass consenting adult is
She
ready, right?
was
Did you ever have
only
to ask an adult woman if she
16.
was ready? Have you ever had to ask an
Hell
adult?
fucking yeah.
But not the type of ready he was talking about.
Like I got the $50. You ready?
Yeah,
What's
but
the
not like
same
that, nigga. The only type of person you have to ask if they ready is someone that's non-consenting or underage. That's the only type of person you ever have to ask that question.
No.
When on
No,
Love and Basketball, did he not ask her when they was in the sheet?
I asked my wife when we first time we
she
did
was
it.
a virgin.
Oh,
I
He
said,
was being
I said,
consensual.
are you ready?
He was being consensual. You're right.
Are you ready?
But
Consensual girl,
that was not giving
Man, it's
consensual.
2026. You better ask
And
every
it's-
step of the way.
But see, that's the reason why I didn't want to mention it, not out of disrespect, but simply because as a woman, I also agree. How do I separate his musical catalog away from me listening to the stuff in life?
You don't. Here you go.
I
It's
can't.
down to the
can't
bottom.
separate
Here you
it.
go.
Like, I can't separate it.
Here you go.
To know, and that's heartbreaking because that is my
And that's
man.
a gay
Like,
man saying
I
that.
love him bisexual, not too much.
God
Never too
damn.
much on my man, baby. I will
Dang.
clap back over him. He is not a gay man.
Stop this
That man is bisexual.
Y'all
and we're
do
gonna keep
this
it
to
at
the
that.
people with their shirts
Not-
off and stuff.
and let me tell you
That
something.
ain't gay.
Not
Hey,
too much because he should. You
just
know
because
what?
he
Honorable
sucked
mention,
3
Levert.
dicks, that
Honorable
don't make
mention,
it.
Levert.
He
Honorable
sucked
mention.
one.
Any take out. Like that is my man.
Tank was the one. He
My
the one that said it. He
favorite
said,
male
just
singer.
because I sucked one dick don't make me gay. I gotta suck 3.
That's who said that. You said that earlier. That's who
Yes.
said that.
Yes.
It was him.
When did he
I love
say
him so
that?
much.
On the
And
Breakfast
I'm sad
Club.
that he said this.
I
love him.
Oh, wait, no.
He
I
didn't
love
say.
him.
He didn't say just because I. He said just because you. So
And he meant him.
Right, okay.
'Cause I'm
that's what it
asking for a
sounds like to
friend.
me.
Let me ask you something.
Wait, that's
Did
right.
you know? Oh yeah, you didn't know that Tank's bisexual. He came out as bisexual about 5 to 8 years ago, but I didn't know about that. But let me ask
He
you
did say
something.
somebody suck a dick.
Did you know that about 5 years ago or so, the NDA finally expired that R. Kelly had Aaliyah and her mom signed because she was 14 years old and pregnant by him, and not only that, but he was abusing her physically. I believe.
And he was fucking the mama too.
Literally had
Yeah,
them
that's
sign
why
an
she was allowing him
NDA.
to get away with it.
Had him
That's
sign
his
an NDA against all this shit. This NDA just got released a couple years ago. So when you look at information like that and look back at the time frame that he was making this music, that just will never sit right with me. It will never sit right with me. To be honest,
it was the 90s.
you want me to be frank? It was hard. It was hard making Jay-Z one of my rap albums.
I'm gonna be real. It was the 90s.
It was the 90s.
Shit, let's talk about it. He groomed Beyonce.
He did.
He groomed Beyonce.
Well, I ain't gonna say he groomed her.
He was
I ain't
sitting right there next to
I ain't
R.
gonna-
Kelly with
I-
Aaliyah shit.
I'm not
him
gonna
and
say he
Dame
groomed
Dash.
her. I ain't gonna
They
say
groomed the fuck out of
I ain't gonna say
Beyonce.
he groomed her, but
Not
he
in
got
that
with her
way.
while she was younger.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say he groomed her,
You
but
say, but he came at her when she was younger. That's grooming.
that's
when you
not
start-
grooming.
Grooming is when you talk to someone too young to understand the concept of living in a
No, man. Not when you got that much money.
Some come
Hell
on, like
yeah.
Beyonce was a little
Money
fast
does
to
not
that,
change.
too.
No, man.
Money does not change that.
16 is an illegal age in Georgia to consent.
And that doesn't change the mental age, though.
It does.
No, it doesn't. Your
It was
mental
okay.
doesn't change because you're 16. How many
It was
16-year-olds know?
It was okay.
How many 16-year-olds would you fuck right
Beyonce
now?
was hopping around
exactly, because they think like 16-year-olds, right?
But how many 21-year-olds would I try to do with? None.
Because they think like 21-year-olds, right?
No, because I got kids that age.
I know, but
how many 25-year-olds would I try to do
it? Because you know how they think. It's because you know how they think.
That's because I have kids that age.
But that should be the reason. You got kids that age that should tell you this how they think.
But Robin, to be fair, hey, just because mentally you should abuse someone, legally it's okay. So
that is so misconstrued.
But I will say, I'm not defending it, but this is not a new topic. Some of our great grands were with people that were a lot older than
I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it at all.
People didn't have a choice.
But it's hard. It's hard to hold someone in a 2026 lens when they did something in 2001 that was acceptable.
But acceptable doesn't mean morally correct.
No,
morally correct
but we're not
no matter what.
But we're not the moral judge. The person above is the moral judge.
That's not true. Morals are morals. No. You should not be fucking a child. You should not abuse children. You should not abuse elderly people. You should not abuse disabled people. You should not abuse animals. These are morals. That's morals.
I don't want to say child was only 16. Like I want.
Technically, they are a child, but they're old enough to make decisions.
The front of your fucking brain is not even fully developed until you're past 25 years old.
Yes.
And this is what the gauge that I use for people when it comes to whether or not you would date someone of that age. When you look at what you were thinking about, how old are you? No, I'm asking.
34.
How you're 34. Okay. Tell me what you were thinking about 5 years ago. As a matter of fact, 10.
10 years ago?
Yeah, let's do 10. When you were 24, 25. What were you doing at 24, 25?
I need to get a better job so I can make some money.
What type of stuff were you thinking about?
Making some money.
Making some money.
Okay, outside of just making some money, because that's most humans' life goal, because we have to live.
Outside of making money. Still playing video games, kicking on my homies.
Okay, so let me ask you something. The person that you were at 24, 25.
Not the same.
No, not the same. Would you date that person?
I would. If I was.
Would I date myself at 24?
Would you date yourself at 25? If that was a female you, would you date yourself at 25?
I'm going to be honest. I probably would, because I feel like I was a good person at 24, 25.
You feel like you was a good person.
Yeah.
But when it comes to mental stimulation and what you know as an adult versus, wisdom is everything. I feel like that's the part that we're not touching on. What you learn as you grow.
Could I have a conversation with my 24, 25-year-old self?
That's a good question. Could you have a deep conversation with your 25-year-old self?
I mean, I've always been able to have deep conversations. I mean, I'm similar to you. We've always been older souls.
Right.
So that's complicated.
Okay, so the person you were 15 years ago. My thing is always go back 5 years, right? And then ask yourself, would it be okay for me to date this person?
Definitely not 15. At 19, my mindset was too
I feel like people don't do that enough.
But I will say this, like, as far
they be
as
like, I'm 30, she's 25. Okay, yeah, legally, everything is okay. But this bitch at 25 is not going to be the bitch that you expect to date at 35. Yeah. It's going to be a completely different bitch. And guess what? If you stay with this bitch for 10 years, she's going to morph into a completely different bitch.
So as far as the artists,
people morph.
As far as artists in their catalog, if we would have stayed with rap, I had one artist in general, Michael Jackson. I think Michael Jackson has the greatest catalog of all time. When you go from Off the Wall to Thriller to Bad to Dangerous to Invincible, even to the album he dropped when he passed away, Escape, and we're not even touching the album when he was a kid. Then, if we go to hip hop, for me personally, I just feel like Eminem's catalog is just. I feel like Eminem's catalog is amazing because of the diversity of the catalog. Because I can hear, if I listen to Eminem, the original Slim Shady song to what he recently dropped, I can hear the growth. Of him.
I agree.
And to me, it's similar to T.I. Like when I listen to T.I. catalog, I can hear him mature and growth. And to me, that's important. Like, I don't want you at 19 rapping about the same shit at 40. Like, I want to know that kids have changed you. You getting sober, which Eminem talked about, changed him. You getting divorced and now your daughter's married, like all that changed you. Because guess what? I'm not the same person I was when I was 19. I'm different now. So, like, those would be the two artists that I feel like have respectively the best catalogs. Overall, Mike, and, you know, in hip-hop, it would be him. What about you, Rose?
R. Kelly, Michael Jackson.
Can't go wrong with either one of them.
And if I'm going to say, trying to think, like, it's so many hip hop artists, like, but to put it down, like, always stood on everything that they believed in. Busta Rhymes.
Woo!
That's a heavy one.
Yeah, Busta is definitely heavy.
That's how I feel about Queen Latifah.
You know what's crazy? And you said Keys of Life. Stevie got an amazing catalog too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Stevie got an amazing catalog. Stevie got an amazing catalog.
Can I give an honorable mention of Pretty Ricky Blue Stars album? Let's talk about that. Honorable mention of Pretty Ricky Blue Stars album.
Earlier.
We talked about it before the pod.
Beginning to end.
Hey man, it's been a great episode. You know, one thing about music brings you together.
We should do a music episode.
We definitely should.
I agree.
If y'all want to hear a music episode, please like, subscribe, and get us in the comment section and tell us what you want to hear us talk about in terms of music. What's everyone's final thoughts before we close it out? Nicole?
Man, it's getting hot outside. Y'all niggas need to hydrate. Yeah, I know it's been a rain. I work in healthcare. Don't bring your ass to the hospital talking about you dehydrated. Drink some water.
If they stop getting so drunk and high, then they probably could hydrate a little.
Drink and be high, but drink
right, but hydrate. Oh, you know what I feel like you should give honorable mention because of this, because this happened to me recently, and I did not realize it was a thing. So I had like a little health scare a couple months ago where I had to call the EMTs to my house. Basically, they did my blood pressure, they did all the things, and they told me that I was drinking too much regular water. They said I didn't drink enough water with electrolytes in it, and that's why I wasn't getting hydrated.
Yeah,
so they said Gatorade waters, any type of water with electrolytes in it, please drink. Yeah, alkaline water does help.
Yeah.
Gatorade water though, listen, I am a fucking fan. That shit has been saving my lives. I have been telling other people about it who have came back to me like this shit saving my life. Yeah, people that don't even drink.
It's hot outside, so y'all know. Remember back in the day, and Lilbert, you remember playing sports back in the day in that heat. Them band practices and that heat, that basketball summer practice and them heat. Drink the electrolytes, people. If you're going to be out and about, or if you have any reason to be out and about, drink the electrolytes that you need to drink. Take care of yourselves, man. It's hot. And hey, man, I don't know if y'all been paying attention to this, but this little parasite shit is not a joke. It's niggas not. Be on social media playing way too much.
It's not.
Do your research. Taylor Farms is the company. So if you got Google. Google the shit. I got a Smoothie King today. Smoothie King don't get their vegetables from no damn Taylor Farm. Oh, so if you trying to figure out what the hell you want to eat and not worry about whether they get their shit from,
it's been so hard.
Yeah, like listen, I'm with you. I'm on this little fitness kick too, my people. Yeah, just go ahead and Google it. If you want to eat it, Google it. Now stay the hell away from good Taco Bell. Taco Bell, if you've been still eating Taco Bell anyway, you sick in the head. But that parasite is not a game. So I know Taco Bell has now been found out to be the person or the people that caused this parasite to spread so quickly with the shredded lettuce that they was getting from Taylor Farms. So look up Taylor Farms, find out about the stuff that you want to eat. If you got to eat fast food, safest thing is cook your food at the house. If you got something that's vegetable, boil it. I'm just your health advocate. I'm just trying to pass the word. But y'all should be seeing this by now. It's all over social media. Just make sure y'all pay attention to that until you hear otherwise.
Robin?
Honestly, I'm the goofy friend, y'all. I really don't have anything to close out with besides, just be a good human. Don't litter. Littering is bad. I know when people tell y'all that, you think it's a game. But the main reason that littering is horrible is because when you throw things on the side of the road, it entices animals to come to the road and eat it, which is why we end up with roadkill. So that's my fun fact for the day. That's all I got.
Yeah, and also, I ain't gonna go there, but yeah, don't litter, but
It's a no litter. Okay, Rose.
yeah. So, but will the governor start the suspension process? Will the governor start the suspension process for Sheriff Alfonso Williams? You know what I'm saying?
That's a good question. You trying to start some trouble?
He
So-
already
Is he not already
Didn't he-
suspended for this?
No, it's not
He
suspended.
ain't in jail still?
He never went to jail.
Never
He-
went to
he-
jail.
These are
Y'all
allegations.
gotta get- I'm sorry, black
These are
man, black man,
allegations.
but your ass got to go to jail. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rose.
No, I'm not saying he
I
didn't go
don't
to
know.
jail.
You know what? I feel
But
like
these
they.
are
I feel like they
allegations.
should just. I feel like they should just let it all go, like they do for all the white
He's
people.
he's
Honestly.
an elected official.
Let it all go, and they talking about what he did. Just drop people DUI charges. Come
Yeah.
on, he ain't even really do nothing for real. For real, he's
He
just
need-
dropping charges.
Yeah, I think
They should let him go.
I think that he gonna keep his job until
They voted him out.
and they vote him out.
Or he get
And-
too old.
and they-
Or they
He
and,
just
Yeah.
retire. Yeah.
and I feel like
And Trump can do
he
anything. That's true.
if Trump can do it, exactly.
Anybody-
Big T,
anything is in.
Big
Everything
T,
is possible.
Big T did
That's
way
true.
more than what he did. Like everybody need a friend.
You're right about that.
Oh, give it to us,
Yeah,
baby.
man. Shout out for everyone who came to the pod tonight. I just want to say I've been on the TikTok the last week and a half. Shout out to all the beautiful black people. I've kind of heard about this, but I didn't really know too much about it until this week. Man, DreamCon, man, y'all did y'all thing, man. Y'all did y'all thing this year, man. Shout out to RDC and the people who run DreamCon. For those who don't fully understand it,
DreamCon, that was the one for Avicii.
it's the place where black nerds and
Anime
geeks
nerds.
and anime people
Oh.
can be in peace. It's primarily black people, and the reason why I thought it was so dope because there's a lot of black people that grow up liking anime, liking cartoons, liking superhero shit, liking all that stuff that some people say is weird. It gave
Got
them a
bullied
safe
for
space.
it.
You have the regular cosplay place, like just regular Comic-Con places, but those are predominantly white, and black people are not always safe when they're the minority. So to
Yeah.
see black people be the majority in a place, to represent themselves the way they want to have fun and do that, I really thought it was beautiful to see. I saw all the costumes from all the young men and young women who was out there. They was amazing. You know,
Yeah, I seen some.
man, shout out to it. And if that's something you into, which I know a couple friends are into that kind of stuff, maybe next year
Yeah, I love
you
it.
can go. You can try to go to it, man. In the words of Airbnb Rakim, peace.
Yes, man. Y'all please catch us at the
Peace
next light, man. We in
out.
traffic, and I'm back quiet. Mr. DJ Rose, Vert Keezy, and C's, welcome you to the No More Black Tears podcast.
Black tears that's heaven sent. Barack the first black president. I love my black skin. I love walking in black excellence. Black power, let's represent. All black, that's evident. I'm sure MLK and Malcolm X both didn't die for the hell of it. Strap your seatbelt, go and settle land. What makes you think that we would sell our land? We wouldn't sell our land. What makes you think that we would go ahead and try to sell out then? No more black tears, black on black kids. Love us as is, love with passion. Paying black bills, learning black skills, making black meals. Black is backing. Big shout out to Fred Hampton. I'm black and proud like I'm James Brown, but I ain't doing no acting. My people here from the motherland. This podcast now active.